Welcome to Cooking with Chef Tuan, and today we're making some beautiful homemade cavatelli with some tomatoes, spinach, basil, tossed in a white wine butter sauce. So the dough that I'm using today to make this cavatelli pasta is made with semolina flour and no eggs. So this is great for people that are trying to watch their cholesterol intake. As usual, the ingredients will be listed in the description box down below. This dough recipe is super easy. It only has 3 ingredients: semolina flour, some kosher salt, and water. As you can see, I just gave everything a quick little mix and then I kneaded it by hand until it starts to come together as a nice little dough. And to get the best results from this pasta, I strongly suggest that you wrap it in plastic and let it rest for 2 hours. That way you're letting the flour fully hydrate and all the gluten relax. For today's cavatelli, I'm using this nifty little Cavatelli pasta roller machine that I picked up a little while ago that I'm really excited to use. I also have a video from before that I made cavatelli using a pasta board. I will include that in the link down below. All you gotta do right now is just tear off the little piece of dough and just roll it into a nice long rope. That way you can feed it directly through this cavatelli machine, and as you can see, it just cranks out beautiful little cavatelli pastas. This machine is pretty nifty. I think I found it online. It's not very expensive. I think it was about $20 or so. So after some quick work in making these cavatelli pastas, you have a pot of boiling salted water going on the side, and we're gonna start making our sauce. So a medium-high heat, I added some olive oil, tossed in some shallots, and then now we're gonna toss in some nice grated tomatoes. And for a little bit of heat, I'm adding just a teaspoon of dried chili flakes, toss in some garlic, give this a nice toss again, season with salt and pepper. Remember guys, always be seasoning your food in stages. That way it helps bring out the flavors, the natural flavors of every single ingredient that you're adding as you're going. I'm hitting this with a little bit of white wine to deglaze the pan, so that way we can get all the tasty brown bits off the bottom. Now throw in a little knob of butter and then you just swirl to dissolve this into the sauce. As you can see, when the butter is melting, the sauce is getting a little bit thicker. And once this is thickened, you want to turn your heat down to medium and throw in a handful of this beautiful, fresh, vibrant spinach. Give this a quick little toss, and then we're going to drop our cavatelli into this boiling salted water. Now, since this is fresh pasta, it should take about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Then after that, once it starts floating to the top, we're going to drop them into our pan and just coat it with this beautiful white wine butter sauce that we have. And to tighten up this dish, we're gonna grate in some of this beautiful Parmesan cheese that I have, and we're gonna toss it, and it's gonna bring everything together, and it's gonna coat this pasta very beautifully. As you can see, it's nice and glistening. Now we're also gonna brighten up this vegetarian pasta dish a little bit further with some fresh basil. Just give it a nice toss, get everything all incorporated. Now let's plate. Grab yourself a pasta bowl and let's start spooning in this beautiful cavatelli that we made with these awesome tomatoes, spinach, fresh basil, along with our white wine butter sauce. Now let's put the finishing touches on this beautiful cavatelli dish. Some shaved Parmesan cheese and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Look at how beautiful this pasta came out. Our homemade cavatelli, very simple to make. And it's also a very fun shape to eat. All right, let's stir everything up and let's dig in. I am hungry. And guys, if you like the content, hit the like button down below. I really appreciate all your support. Now let's dig into this pasta. Very nice and tender. The tomatoes, a little kick from the chili. The white wine butter sauce really comes through, and then that basil gives you a nice pop. Guys, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate everything, and as always, peace.